This model kit review is of the Tamiya Bismarck, and this is a very large model, 71 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. It is 1/350th scale, so it's a very large model. It's a very large box too. Definitely has some interesting box art, and shows you the top of the boat from above. This is the ill-fated Bismarck that didn't survive for all that long. And inside, see here we have instructions. Going through the details of the demise of the Bismarck. So we have construction here, starting with the stand and then the propellers or screws. If you wanted to make it motorized, that's how to do it. And there's the motorized model parts. We'll have a look to see if those are in there. And there's the switch and the motors with the batteries all over there. Followed by the front deck. And we have the guns on the rear deck. The bridge, the base has all those extra guns there. And there's some additional guns higher up. And construction of the bridge and control tower. And finishing up the bridge. And they give you photographs of what it's supposed to look like at the end. And they have lifeboats and rescue boats or launches. There's the funnel, the exhaust, putting the bridge onto the deck. There's a searchlight, and it looks like they call it a shed. Then there's the rear bridge. And then the painting guide. So it has these stripes with black and white, as well as some grey. And there's the parts listing. So let's have a look and see. So this model has actually already been started, and as you can see, someone's already started to build the tower. There's some detail here, but not a huge amount. This must be the exhaust. Here we have some additional parts. Looks like we have some extra guns here, as well as the masts. That looks quite finicky. The other guns, we'll need to drill out those holes. Same with these ones. Looks like there's a hole in this one. Need to patch that one up. And here's parts for the stand. And here's the other parts for the stand. Looks like this sprue has mostly been emptied. This sprue is completely empty. Here's another sprue that's only got the anchors left. screw still has some parts on it. There's a fair level of detail on some of these things, but there is some flashing and some mold lines, which is kind of disappointing. You have some little boats here, and an anchor, propeller, rudder. Here's the nameplate, and the propeller. Some more boats. This sprue is also mostly empty. We have some little stairs. And also lots of little guns here. And the person I bought this from, I put all these pieces in here. So we have lots of guns. Looks like they've built most of the boats, although they haven't finished them. They'll need to get sanded down and primed and then painted. We do have a, looks like a plane. That looks like the Arado 196, which was a seaplane. It had floats on it. And looks like we have two of those. And then here is the actual boats. So it's a very large model. Here is the back of the boat. Aft, we have area for the rudders back here. Propeller shafts. Didn't do a very good job putting that in. That'll need to get filled. But it's a very large boat. Here's the bow. There's some chains here for the anchors that will sit right about there. Then we have areas for the different guns. This is the front deck, the mid section here, and then over here it becomes the aft deck. So there's still a fair amount to do on this model, and a fair amount of detail, but definitely if you wanted to add extra detail, you'll need a photo etch kit.